Have you ever played a game and within the first 2 hours you knew you were going to put in over 500 hours into this game? This game hooked me shockingly fast. We need to talk about Baldur's Gate 3. I already have 2 characters. I started last night. The character I used on stream was a human... Oh god, I forget the name of the class. I think it's Fighter. And the one I did for the video in the background for this video is a human paladin. But the Dark Urge starter character, because I thought the contrast between having this, like, homicidal, dark voice in your head and trying to uphold the virtues of a paladin was going to be a cool contrast. And sure enough, it kinda is. Baldur's Gate 3 is rule of cool done so correctly. Oh my god. There's so much I want to talk about when it comes to this game. For a game to have this much content, this much passion and love and care go into it, and not fall down the live service BS route, gacha mechanics, microtransactions, or anything like that. Like, the most they have is a digital deluxe edition, and soon to be a physical deluxe edition. That's it! Other than that, it's a $60 purchase, and you get all of this game. No strings attached. And on PC, because I'm playing this game through Steam, I'm running this game at 1440p, mostly high or ultra graphics settings outside of a few, like, shadows. And I have that one AMD setting for 1.0, which I set to performance. I'm getting, like, more than 60 FPS. I'm running an NVIDIA 1070. My computer is out of date. This game runs shockingly well. It's a little bit slow at times, a few hiccups here and there, but, like, nothing to really write home about. Like, the biggest issue I probably have, and it may just be a setting that I have, is the beard. Like, the beards overall don't look that good and kind of look like they drew in on with crayon, especially on Gale. That might just be a setting that I have that I just overlooked. I went digging to find it, but I couldn't find it, but maybe that's it. But Baldur's Gate 3 is an adventure. An adventure and a half that I'm fully on board with. And for a game that you know is going to go for a long time, easily 100 plus hours, minimum. You get the feel of that from this game immediately. On top of the fact, the replayability here is actually insane. You have your basic creator character you can do, you have the Dark Urge origin character you can do to give yourself a unique backstory. You could just play the game through the perspective of one of the party members if you want. Like, if you just want to play as Shadowheart or Astarion or Gale or whatever, you can. There's so many choices already. Within the first 2 hours of playing this game, there are so many massive choices with significant consequences. Like one that I found where if you play as the Dark Urge character and you give into your temptation, you can just saw off Gale's hand as it comes through the portal when you first meet him. And if you're also then playing as a paladin, you get a vision immediately after about, like, this Oathbreaker paladin dude in your dreamscape going, hey, you messed up, you'll be seeing me tonight. Or you can just help Gale out and you get a new party member. That is one interaction in just the first 2 hours. When it comes to creating your own adventure and feeling like you're going on a D&D-esque adventure, no one does it like Larian. The care, the passion, the perseverance oozes from every pore of this game. The soundtrack, I wasn't expecting to like it this much. I sat in the main menu before stream for minutes just listening to the song because it's that good. I'm not the biggest fan of the camera controls overall because I'm running a dual monitor setup. So if I try to use the mouse to pan the camera over at the edges of my monitor, it doesn't work on the right-hand side because I have to be in borderless window for stream. So I can move the camera up, down, and to the left, but just not to the right, which is kind of funny. So I just use the keyboard for it, and I'm getting better at it. It's becoming more intuitive. Just takes a little bit to get used to that feel, because especially for these isometric games, I'm very much used to being mouse-centric, not keyboard-centric for that. Especially with years of RTS gameplay experience for me. But it's something I can learn and get over. And I'm so on board with this combat system. I really am. There's a healthy dose of strategy involved with it, with using your various abilities, knowing that some abilities you can only really use once until you do a long rest, or even a short rest, so you gotta use them wisely. Positioning is king. You can quickly get overwhelmed, but when you pull off a great maneuver, you feel great. Like when the dice are landing for you, oh, there's few better feelings. Like, the hype and adrenaline that washed over me on stream as I clutched up a few dice rolls, oh, it's so good. And you can interact with the environment. There's this one dude in a chapel that I swear to God I could have walked up from behind and kicked out the crate that he was standing on and knocked him down. I swear to God there must have been a way to do that. I just didn't do it. But like, in my heart of hearts, you know? I feel like that's a possibility. The party members so far are all lovable, like, immediately. They have so much personality in every line of dialogue. Every interaction just works. Like, I immediately already care about all of these characters. Lae'zel, Shadowheart, Astarion, Gale. Already care about them. And that's a sign of amazing writing, where you don't have to tell somebody, oh, just play for like 20 hours and then it'll get good. No, this game is good immediately. They have an amazing introduction with being on the Mind Flayer ship in the pits of hell. It's a high-octane, high-adrenaline section where you meet certain members of the party, get a lay of the land and what the game may have in store for you later on, the stakes involved, how characters interact with each other. The world building so far has been phenomenal. Nothing feels like forced or dragged out. I'm invested with the stakes already. And then they throw you into like this open world section for Act 1, and my God, it's so good. Picking up the party members you see from all the promotional stuff that you can easily miss, by the way. You can just walk by Astarion and just never pick them up. And the game doesn't hold your hand, and I really do appreciate that. It gives you the player agency to go out on this adventure by yourself, and to let your wanderlust guide you from there, and find these experiences and find these moments naturally and organically. Have your decisions feel weighty consistently. From top to bottom, this game is just well constructed, and you feel that. And when you have a game with all of this meaningful choice in seemingly every interaction, it just makes me want to keep playing the game again and again and again, just to see what else is different, what other adventures I can go on. I kind of want to do a Dark Urge playthrough, where I just give in to the urge at every opportunity, and just go full homicidal maniac, just like chopping heads off, sawing off hands, because why not? Because the game lets you do this. It doesn't shy away from just letting you take the wheel as the player. And it's not like Baldur's Gate 3 is the only game to give you player choice in the modern era of games, but so many games at least make you feel like you're playing on this glorified railroad, and it's so refreshing to have a game that genuinely feels like it takes off training wheels and just lets you go and explore the world and make your own choices, and to let those choices matter. And again, mind you, I'm only a couple hours into this game on each of my respective playthroughs, and it already feels this open-ended, this non-linear, this engaging, this fun, this engrossing in this short amount of time. And for a game that's going to go on for hours and hours and hours, nailing the introduction and drawing the player in can be one of the most important moments in the entire game's lifespan, because you have to hook the player quickly if you're going to want them to stick around to experience the really cool stuff and all the payoff down the line. And Baldur's Gate 3 nails the introduction. It nails that opening experience to draw the player in. It gives you a little taste of everything. The stakes, the major players in the world, personal motivation, interesting characters, action, and then it throws you into this like open world area and just says, go, explore to your heart's content, make your own choices, be your own player, go out on your own adventure. And it's so just good. It's just fun. It's just good. I just want to play more. And you know what? I think I will. And it just puts a smile on my face knowing that this game is almost certainly not going to fall off. I'm excited. I get the hype. I do. I see why this game made so many waves when it came out. And like I think I said at the top of this video, already I can tell this is going to be a game I put a lot of hours into. And I feel like I'm going to enjoy every one of those. And that's a good feeling to have. So I'm going to call the video there for today. Keep this in mind though, I want to hear your story. Leave a comment down below with if you have played the game and if you haven't. And if you haven't, let me know why. It's just not your cup of tea. Do you want to try it out? Are you going to try it out? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you have tried it out, let me know what kind of character you went with. and who your favorite party member is so far. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, hear your stories, and hear your perspectives. And while you're down there, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and helps support future content, and I greatly appreciate it. Stay safe, have a great day, go play some video games if you can, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody, until we meet again.